Oh, gonna die.
What?
What?
Oh, wait, we're not dying?
No,
you-
we're still here kicking.
Yeah.
Well, now we got 10
timer.
minutes, so we better get busy flying or get busy
Get
dying.
Gizzy.
I kept saying bet Gizzy.
Bet Gizzy.
So,
I
ladies and
am
gentlemen,
now
welcome to the-
going to make a character named Bet Gizzy
No.
for no reason.
on
I
that-
actually don't know if you have to protect Sherry or not. I don't know.
no,
if
you
it's-
don't have to worry about Sherry. Just, I mean, granted, I would say try not your best not to shoot her, but I don't think she
She's
gets
not
affected.
actually. Don't worry.
Sweetness. All right, let's run.
I don't think. I think Capcom has learned since the days
Come on.
of Ari's 4 through 5, where you or 4 through 6, where you had a partner alongside you for the ride.
Yeah.
Then the original,
That actually-
then the original RE2, where she was
That-
kind of obnoxious, having to take her all over the place and try to avoid getting too far away from her.
Also, okay.
Having the co-op functionality of 5 and 6 was neat though. Like I did
Yeah.
still have a lot of fun playing with Matt 5.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to 6 one day, but
Sherry, what do you think you're doing,
By the
sweetie?
way,
so
again,
we don't have to, oh jeez, so behind us we don't have to worry about T-double extra large here, but we are gonna have to worry about multiple falling ivies while Sherry tries to open them.
I will say
What's
though.
funny?
Oh yeah.
A funny thing is that this is actually a callback to a sequence Sherry would have had during the very end of Classic RE2. But since they
really?
changed it, they changed the ending of this game like almost completely compared to the original. So they decided to leave that callback here.
Also, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's neat.
The music in this escape sequence is fucking lame. The escape
How so?
one. Did you hear the escape one in fucking Leon's campaign?
Oh,
that
yeah, no,
shit is
it's, like,
intensely
intense
badass.
Well, because I guess with him, he's like basically because he's meant to be the action hero while we're trying to just get out with
That's
our
fair,
skin.
but like I missed that song because I
I
will
mean-
say, best song of the game.
Well, guess
is,
what? Guess what? I get the better credit song.
Okay, that's fair. Well, okay, no, the credit song is only determinant on who you play for second.
Sherry, you
I
have
know.
there? I'm right behind you.
Pick up the pace, sweetie. We're trying to avoid the apocalypse.
I mean,
here.
when you think about it, at least with this game's case, who do you think was much more fitting of the whole action movie star sort of trope?
Leon.
Actually, okay,
I mean, he was meant
Why
to be a
don't-
police officer, and Claire only got some, albeit implied, training from Chris, and that's it.
by the way, last thing I'll mention, then I'll shut up for the rest of the video.
You're fine.
Okay, because we are about to meet, like, do the video with Leon and stuff like that. We're about to do that. Alright?
Here is the obligatory. Make sure you make sure you clear out some inventory for something special later. MacGuffin, continue.
But,
Promise I won't lose.
yeah, here's the thing. So we're about to get the cutscene with Claire and Leon talking. This is one of the few times, in my opinion, the two campaigns actually do connect. Because,
perfectly.
yeah, almost perfectly, because we're about to, like,
We don't
talk
get a
to-
rocket launcher.
Yeah.
We get a minigun.
Yeah. We're about to talk
Sasha!
Yeah. But no,
Get him out here.
we're about to talk to Leon when, like, you know, we're on the video, like, we're at this train
Oh,
area.
so at this point, technically, he's just been right behind us, going through hallways after us.
Yeah. And
Technically, because he would be in that security room by the
yeah,
time we
he
get
would
to
be
here.
in the security room by the time we're doing this. And also, the bridge that we were walking across, which is Leon's escape scenario,
It gets blown up.
That hasn't been blown up, and also the door was unlocked due to Sherry. This is
You're
the
right,
few
and
times
you're right. Yeah.
two
And at that
actually
point,
connect.
Leon,
Leon?
Leon didn't even get to fight T-double extra. Oh.
Which that's the difference there, obviously.
God damn you, Capcom!
I mean, for all we know, maybe they sent another.
You know what?
So
you know
here's
what
the
I
train.
love?
So,
If
so,
this,
so this right here is the train that Leon had seen us on later. So
Yeah.
Where are you
yeah,
now?
take this down.
also, why do you look less pixely than last time? I remember.
Breaking up.
Wow, one of those weird reverse resolution cameras. Anyway, what were you saying, James and Hype?
Leon! Leon!
I don't remember what I was about to say, actually.
And I wasn't
well,
saying anything.
Well, Hype, tell us a bit about your new OC.
What?
Wait, what do you mean new OC?
The one that you're doing the dubbing, the auditions for.
That's
Oh,
not
well,
you.
well,
That's like
Adam.
5 months old.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I've had him for a while, technically. I'm only just reinforcing the auditions just because I'm writing a story with them.
Fair. Oh, also, look who's not dead. Somehow, so welcome to the final boss of Claire's story, not dead Birkin.
And look at all those tendrils, like, Jesus.
He just doesn't know when to quit.
Like, I thought him having like 1 million eyeballs was bad enough.
Yeah, now he's a lot of teeth and...
There's no escaping the thing with the 40 eyes, go!
So all I gotta say is that the minigun takes a little bit of time to warm up, and we gotta move.
Oops.
And otherwise, just blast this sucker as many times as you can. And the other little tidbit I can say before we can get back to talking hype and other things is, last big tidbit is whenever he starts climbing up the walls, hug the other side of the train close to it, because otherwise he will try and pounce at you. Like right now, get to the other side of the train
climbing up the walls,
and
you want to
hug
use the rod.
Here. Rod? Oh,
yeah, the electric
just
rod.
hug this. Oh, maybe I should have done that. I would just always hug the train because then you couldn't.
Because just to let you know, certain bosses are weak to certain weapons. He's weak to the rod.
Oh, I should have been doing that this whole time.
Yeah, no
Man,
shit.
Well, I mean, you still have the minigun, so you can use that for what it's worth.
Yep, I'll use this as long as I can.
That is
Anyway.
this is really the only time you're going to be able to use it.
Right. So, to
And
just
actually,
pop every
you
last
know what?
little
I guess I
thing.
could ask this real quick, because I know Matt wanted to bring this up during last part. Between this boss and the boss and the previous fight we had with Birkin, who do you think has it easier?
I think Claire does because remember, Leon has to deal with a boss that has at least 1 or 2 like insta kill moves if you're not careful.
Yeah. But also,
He missed.
But,
that was a close
but
one.
also in the last boss, I would say Claire as well, because when Birkin is picking up stuff in the lab and trying to throw it at you, when you have to shoot the eye on his back to get him to stop doing that, Claire's minigun is, or not minigun, the SMG is much easier to hit the back than.
Whereas the spread of the shotgun
Yeah.
is. That's fair. Honestly, yeah. I guess when you think about it, a lot of Claire's weapons sacrifice the pinpoint accuracy of Leon's for like just more rapid fire. Oh god.
Like that.
I mean,
Ouch.
sorry. So back to you, Hype. Tell me more about the Flame Man.
Oh, well, basically, I'm not quite sure how much of this is going to be dated because I don't know when these parts are going to be live, but he is basically a silver-tongued con man that's basically, he travels around the world mainly just because he's on the lam, wanted in several countries, and part of the reason why I made him is that, like, I kind of liken this, oh boy.
We keep going. We just find like a room. There you go. Back to you though.
But I kind of liken this idea of, like, I kind of made him as, like, a foil for Snowbell, you know, the whole, like, fire versus ice thing. And I like the idea of, like, despite the fact that he's very obviously fire, he's just so devil-named charming that Snowbell has a hard time really fighting off the logistics of he is fire to, like, oh man, he's actually kind of hot.
Fire.
No pun intended.
But she will melt.
Fire
Also,
to destroy all you got. Sorry.
but also, I guess from what I'm gathering from right there, yeah. Wow. Now I think about it. Yep. There you go, everybody. That there was technically the big thing that started it all with Resident Evil's real odd fascination with horrifying body horror Lunchables.
Yeah.
It started all with Birkin. Like RE1, you could argue was Tyrant didn't look like a freaking Lunchable he still looked somewhat humanoid.
He was
Like
pretty
I
much.
call them the lunchable monster.
But the Titan, even when he was in like his angry mode when you're on the landing pad, all he had was just a big arm.
No,
Like,
what would
he
have
still
been
looked
cool, by the
humanoid,
way,
not
as the
more
train was
blob
going
and
by, we
monster.
saw Leon sitting on it.
Yeah, because suddenly we're just going to be here, and yep, this is endgame content now, where we're riding
But I
along.
like your
and,
your OC idea, by the way, Steve.
Yeah, I like that, and I
you.
love it. I love OC interactions.
Speaking of interactions, this is actually one of my favorites from Claire and Sherry. Also, wait, I
yeah.
don't remember you wearing that.
Yeah, you just randomly decided to switch this to the,
Just once. I like this outfit.
It is a good outfit. I will say, though, Elsa Walker outfit for life.
Fine.
It's a good outfit.
You like your racing things, don't you?
Well, no, I just think it looks good.
Dude,
I
you
like
just ran through the
reference.
sewers and blew up 3 sausage monsters, and hey,
Leon!
That bandage looks stupid.
So good to see you.
Why'd you wear it over your uniform? By the way,
supposed to put it-
what's that's a new uniform.
This
Flame Ada. That's the blue uniform, and that's the classic costume. And oh lord!
Jesus.
What was that?
Well, so much for a happy reunion / introduction.
Sherry, I'm gonna go check it
Also,
out.
that's right. Because you're using the classic outfit, that also means Sherry gets to wear the snazzy Made in Heaven
Yeah, I'll
vest
put that
that
off.
classic Claire had.
Yeah, I'll put it off though. I just wanted
I
to.
like how you
so
refuse
Matt would,
to
so
heal
Matt,
yourself in that last area.
I'm doing it now because I wanted to try and save my healing items for this sucker. And there, I changed the costume just for a little bit so that Matt could stop bugging me.
That's fair. All right.
But
They're
I'm
nice
sticking to the classic.
costumes.
I'm sticking to the original outfits now. So let's.
That's fine.
We're gonna. So as you can already kind of tell, we're unfortunately not done yet. Hype.
Well, I kind of figured. Plus, I saw you do a practice run of this like well in advance, so.
Oh, but I used. For those wondering, I did use the infinite weapons just so I could unlock scenario B faster.
So to sum up this final sequence of the game, more in a sentence, lunchable restock.
Curse you!
No.
Also, I-
Kid Cuisine restock for this one.
Oh,
Not
dear
Kid
God.
Cuisine. Not freaking Danimals.
Animals restock.
Just name every freaking school lunch cafeteria take
Dunkaroos
your
restock.
lunch back.
No, the leftovers Dunkaroos before the relaunch.
I forgot about Dunkaroos. Holy crap! That was like the French. That was like the French toast sticks with syrup.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Those are they're the dipsticks.
Also,
with
don't
those.
mind me. Also, don't mind me. You do not need this much ammo for what we're about to do. But I'm having fun.
It's the ham and bologna sandwich monster with an extra side of Go-Gurt.
I was thinking about Go-Gurt. Yeah, freaking. Yeah, Go-Gurt was weird. Ring pop.
Dude, Go-Gurt was pretty much like just straight up.
God, hold on.
Am
is
I at the
ring
school- at the
pop
high
still
school-
a thing?
Yeah, they are.
Ring pops maybe, but I just haven't seen them in a while. But yeah, Go-Gurt was Go-Gurt. Thinking back on that, was so weird. You're just drinking yogurt.
I mean, yeah, through a tube. And I mean, granted, it look kind of cool, and you can technically freeze it. But it's also like in elementary schools, that was pretty much the equivalent of trading your lunch with that. It was literally like as adults trading some
Hey,
sort of.
Claire,
like,
go check
crack.
out that thing.
I'm
Yes.
working on it.
So
So
do a
we
little
go
bit
down
of
this
shuffling,
cart.
that's all. Don't mind us, we're about to meet up with our big ass lunchable sofa.
Also,
Because he's not dead.
also I was thinking about it. I wonder how.
Here we
I
go.
wonder
Aim
how-
for the eye, because it's going to be somewhere in this
I
mesh.
wonder how Welcome to Raccoon City is going to do this
This
stuff.
bit.
Yeah, because we saw it partially in the trailer.
Come on.
Just
I don't think that's
all
actually
those
helping me
fucking teeth.
And
Jesus.
it's like, again, so this is the part where, so yeah, this is what I meant, Matt. We're like, this thing is more blob than man
Yep.
anymore.
I
It's
like
just
to note that-
it's just meat and teeth everywhere. It's corrupting the whole damn cart now.
Also, one of my favorite things that people note is that the Resident Evil monsters are fantastic, but they make absolutely no sense due to the law of conservation of mass.
Yet it's growing meat and teeth.
Make the most out of your grenades now, because you're not going to need them anymore.
Come on.
Also, you're cutting it pretty close, dude.
Yeah, no, you could die, but there we go, we did it. Yeah, I was kind of very close there, but we won the game. Let's just watch this freaking thing die already.
Now, here's where things change between the classic and remake. Because I remember in the remake, this whole train was set to explode.
Really? Well, I think this is because it's trying to tie it to RE3 at the time, which, if you're curious, we'll learn more about later. In RE3, they're trying to now just straight up nuke Raccoon City at this point.
Yeah, kind of.
Or
I
they're
don't.
getting close to
I
it.
think this was just before the nuke started to happen. Ugh.
Oh,
You really are going to need a shower after that.
God,
Claire.
you're going to. Oh God, you let all the Go-Gurt loose.
Oh, die.
Also,
not
that's
the
the
lemon.
that's the Go-Gurt.
And run, and there we go. Birkin is finally dead.
But yeah, no, we don't need to worry about the train exploding because we already got the explosion from the bases set to finish the job.
Bye,
I love happy
Damien
endings, Hyde,
Dark.
don't you? Damien, that wasn't Damien.
Damien Dark plays Damien Dark is going to
Really?
be Birkin in the movie.
Really?
Yeah. AK, he's that random general guy from the Sonic movie, who is a fantastic actor, but he always gets small bits. And I hate it.
We're just. Oh, we actually just met
Now,
last night.
Man.
Already, so Sherry, you can't go teasing the fandom like that, you silly Billy. And Chris just like, what's up? And he just like peeks out of that water tower
not
back
again.
there, like the red line, the
hold
bloodline.
I wonder if this is our exposition fairy.
Do you actually remember it, Matt? Word for word?
No, I don't, unfortunately. Go watch!
So get out of here.
Make sure to go watch the fucking Snapcube live fandom.
Fuck
Fuck you,
you,
Leon!
So basically, that's just us knowing that, yeah, it's not a zombie tag. It's not a
Am
zombie
I the
truck
only guy
driver.
who thinks that guy looks like Gary Anthony Williams?
I don't see. Actually, you know what? He looks like Rich Evans to me, just a little bit like a darker Rich Evans.
I'm going to show you
Anyway.
Gary Anthony
Hey,
Williams.
but hey,
So,
meanwhile, hey,
over?
we did it. We somehow freaking survived a zombie apocalypse, blew up the last remaining huge G monster thingy for now, and managed to save a little girl in the process.
Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think the G virus ever gets brought up again after this point.
Nope.
I thought Nemesis was based on it, or was Nemesis Tyrant?
That was T.
Nemesis.
Virus, okay.
Also, it's freaking Sherry.
Also,
Puppy.
the best
This
song.
is so adorable and also very fucking bittersweet considering what happens after this game.
Also,
No, they have
Hold
no idea
on.
what's about to befall them.
I wonder who voices the radio guy.
True ending cutscene credits.
Yeah, I love this fucking song.
What's it called again?
Sade.
Okay. So, yeah. There you go. Resident Evil 2 Remake, easily, I would say, the best out of the original trilogy remakes. And I don't know if they're going to do this moving forward with RE4 or 5 or 6, or they're just going to stop now that 3's been done. But,
Didn't they already confirm that they're doing an RE4 remake?
I didn't know about that. I thought that was the VR thing, honestly.
I mean, if it is, then I think that's
Here's
probably
the
where it
thing.
should stay. Because I
It's-
mean, how can you make an RE4 remake when RE8 was essentially just that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But no, here's the big thing as well with that. By the way, we are going to talk over the song. Go look it up. It's called Saudade. S-A-U-D-A-D-E.
yeah, we have to,
It's
'cause
because
it's like, yeah,
copyright bots are a bitch. So anyway.
Yep.
Uh,
Continue. About the remakes and stuff.
but no, just copyrights are a bitch with music.
But
no,
yeah.
I will say, like, a lot of people are debating whether that, like, nobody truly knows if the VR is supposed to be that remake, because, it's believed there might still be some kind of remake, but a lot of people are wondering if that was the, remake, by the way.
Right. Otherwise, talking about this by itself, first off, I need to get involved in this hype. What were your thoughts on our journey through Resident Evil 2 between Matt and mine?
Basically, whatever I said about Leon's campaign applied to Claire's campaign.
Fair enough.
I think you were actually going to save it for this.
I think so. I think because it was
Yeah.
the finale. This is the true
Oh,
finale.
I could have sworn I said that.
Well,
It
go ahead.
looks like it's from what I can tell, it looks like a very competent remake. Like, I like the production, like, the gameplay looks fine. It's like, it definitely looks like, excuse me, it definitely does kind of look like a nice middle ground between a lot of the gameplay elements from, like, the air quotes classic Resident Evils, whether it be like the original trilogy, like 4, 5, and 6. Like, I feel like, or 4 or 5 particular, like, I feel like it definitely like cherry picks some choice aspects from those games and puts them together really well into this game.
I'm sorry, I do love that AD is Beta Wang, brother or sister of Ada Wong. How about that?
That's
sorry.
cute. Yeah, continue.
Whoever you are, good job. Everybody that worked on this game, good job.
Absolutely. Anything else, hype?
That's about it, honestly.
Okay. Then, yeah, I will say that when this was announced, this was like big. Like, no one knew that they were gonna do this. They thought it was just would have stopped with RE1 just because,
Well, considering the fact that the RE1 remake literally came out 17 years prior to this remake.
Right. No, this caught a lot of people by surprise.
I mean,
and-
there's also the matter that there was news about an RE2 remake for like years by that point, and it's like it was still we were sort of in this realm of uncertainty for that period of time up until RE7 came out and blew people's minds. And then with that in mind, we eventually got RE2 remake, and that blew people's minds even further.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, like
And,
this was,
and
this
I'd
was
say,
such
say
a
for maybe
glow-up.
one or two exceptions, like I'd say Capcom's been on a pretty decent streak this past half a decade.
I'd say. Oh, actually,
In my-
I think I just now. I also. Oh, sorry,
Oh, there
I
it
just
is,
throw this
by
out
the
there
way.
real quick. Between this and 7, like this, like these really showed off what the RE engine could do, and beyond that, now we showed the whole song, and because these credits are really long, I'm just gonna.
They
cut
are
those in.
fucking. They're like 5 minutes long. It's
Yeah,
annoying.
so I just cut.
Special
to,
thanks
the
to
last-
Mr. Please don't block me today, Hideki Kamiya.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we got to the end of this, but yeah,
He was technically the guy that made the original RE2.
Yeah.
But James, how about you? What did you think of our full little, or at least even if it's just the Claire journey of Resident Evil 2?
I enjoyed my time watching it. Like I did. As of this recording, I have gone out of my way to try playing the game myself via the PC version of RE2 Remake, and I played it. I tried doing it with Leon first, and got a decent ways into it, but it goes to show that again, these aren't my kinds of games, so I didn't really last for very long. And I've already seen this story played out a decent amount of times, which again, that's all fine and good. Like anything I could say on the matter is more or less what I could echo off of Hype, maybe on a slightly better degree, but that's just how it is. For those that like this kind of stuff and haven't already played already, what the heck are you waiting for? Go play it.
Yeah. And Matt, did you? Oh, I'll also really quick say before the footage ends. That was all one sitting, by the way.
Yeah.
If you're wondering why maybe towards the end the footage was starting to act up a little bit, it was because I tried to literally record the entire game in one sitting and just beat the whole
this
thing.
madman tends to do that. It took me like 3 or 4
games.
for mine.
I like marathoning games, but anyway, Matt, your thoughts on the Claire scenario before we wrap things up?
Again, I've complained about the separation of the scenarios, but both of them are still a lot of fun. I do want to say, we're talking, so Capcom, in my opinion, has been going through, ever since 2017, what I like to call the Capcom-a-sons, which is pretty much they've been hitting out of the park with almost every game they've done. I'd say the sole big exception is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which even then I don't blame them for. I blame Marvel more for. But yeah, this is great. I remember. I just want to say one of my favorite things about this game was actually the first time it was revealed.
Oh yeah,
it was.
trailer.
Yeah, it's. I was in a voice call with one of my friends, Jordan, not Jordy, Jordan, different person. For people watching, and I was in a voice call with her. Resident Evil 2 is her favorite game of all time, the original, and we're just watching like the VGAs or something, or no, it's E3. We're watching E3, and when she is like, oh my god, I think this is Resident Evil 2, I'm like, really? You really think so? It's like, I saw a PS1, okay, I hope so, and they showed Leon. She had the giddiest scream I ever heard. I don't think my ears ever recovered from that incident. But yeah, it's one of the...
How are those hearing aids, by the way?
Oh, great. Apple does a great job. Anyway, but no.
And then she played the game and was probably let down a little bit. What did she think of the
loved
remake?
it.
If she got her hands
She
on?
absolutely loves the remake.
Okay.
In fact, she says the original, like, she prefers it a little more, but she absolutely loves the remake and thinks everything is great about it. But yeah, no, that was just a really fun, that was a really fun bit. And yeah, Resident Evil 2 for me, I played
Actually,
the original years ago as well, and I thought it was great. I loved the game, but like this Resident Evil 2 remake, absolutely fantastic. It is my second favorite Resident Evil game, because 7 will still always hold a special place in my heart.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, you could. I see where you're coming from there. Where this is fantastic, but I would arguably say that 7 saved the franchise.
Oh, 100%. I mean,
after what 5 and 6 put it through.
To be fair, all right, let's be fair. This game would not exist if it weren't for Resident Evil 7, because 7 was mainly their attempt of going. We'll see how we do when, if we prefer action, but apparently people really like the survival horror for Resident Evil. We'll see if that does well, but we'll test it with Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7
it
comes
sold
out.
how many?
Well, fuck, I guess, guess we're going back to,
There's no
survival
way
horror.
people are,
Shit.
there's no way people are gonna want any of that. It sold how many?
Yeah. Well, actually, fun fact, they consider it a financial failure because
7?
because of this really fucking absolutely insane thing that they thought. They legitimately
Right, we'll say this, then we'll get going.
They legitimately thought that we'll get going after this. They legitimately
worries.
wanted the game to sell 4 million copies within the first 5 days.
5
That's
days.
a little extreme.
Yeah, no, that
Again, that's a steep asking thing after RE6.
Yeah, it just no, and just to let you know, the game has officially sold 10 million copies by now, but they originally consider it a financial failure. By the way, I did just check. They consider it a financial failure because of the fucking dumbass idea that you could sell 4 million copies within a weekend. It was like literally. I feel like they were
Has
about
any
to
game
write
done
it
that?
off.
Has any game done that? I don't.
Smash Brothers. I'm going to bet Smash Bros has, or at least some Switch game, but
Maybe.
I doubt. No, Capcom. That was you sold 10 million right now. That is perfect.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you all
Yes.
enjoyed our little romp through the RE2 remake. As we've mentioned before, we do have plans to continue forward with the RE3 remake, as well as the Umbrella Chronicles, where we tackle... Well, we're going to tackle the whole thing, obviously, and
Of course.
showcase the games we wouldn't be able to do naturally anyway, the Zero and... what was it?
Yep. Code Veronica?
Code Veronica when we do Darkside. So, there's that. That being said, I do believe it's about... Well, I wouldn't outright say high time, but I think we're due for a little break from RE for now. So why don't we look,
I think so.
next time, why don't we look at another famed horror-themed Capcom classic?
Wait, Capcom.
Oh, it's
classic.
time.
It's
We're
time,
going
Logan.
shopping and gambling.
Again? Oh, okay.
Actually, I was thinking of Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, but I wouldn't mind doing that.
Oh, that too.
Next.
That works.
Well, one of those two. They did a lot of horror.
Capcom,
They did a lot of
Capcom
horror.
has been hitting it out of the park. Also, I'll end it off on this. This is even the saddest statistic ever. Resident Evil 5 and 6 are the best-selling games in the franchise. I'm going to go cry.
What? That is entirely based upon them loving 4 so much, and them looking. I will say before we leave. Sorry, Hype. Do you have any last words before I say my thing?
You go first.
Okay, they bought RE5 because they loved RE4, and they bought RE6 because everyone thought they can't fuck up 2 times in a row, right?
RE5,
That's what I think all the sales are based upon.
the top 3 are RE4 at 10.9, or I'm
sense.
just going round up. 11 million for RE4, 12 million for RE6, 14 million for RE5.
Huh.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Mega Man's sitting in the background like, that's a humbling.
Mega Man isn't even in the top 10.
And he's
Sad.
their mascot.
Monster Hunter World is number 1.
So yeah, on that note, we'll see you all next time.
Take care, everybody.
But